How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today we're going to start off with a weird intro, just saying. Either way, so today, guys, we have another rumor that I want to just cover really quickly here, because this one essentially popped up a while back, but I never really got down to covering it, because honestly, there's just a ton of rumors, and I can't get to all of them, like, you know, at the snap of a finger. It takes a little bit of time to get each one of them, so to say. But I hope you guys are, you know, up to hear me out here and look at this rumor and see what it has to say. I know I already posted a rumor video earlier today. That one, I'm not sure if YouTube sent out notifications or not. I don't know if it did. If it did, then great. If it didn't, then that's just how what happens sometimes. But either way, we're back with another one today. So let's get right into the actual rumor, ladies and gentlemen, which is this one right here. So this was sent to me by Sheely on Twitter once again, which Sheely sends me a lot of this sort of stuff, often. And this rumor is actually a pretty long one, so it's a pretty huge, pretty long rumor, and I'm going to go through it and kind of talk about what it has to say here. So kind of like sit back, relax. You can also read this on your own if you want to, but just, let's just get into the actual information here, shall we, ladies and gentlemen. So the first part here is saying that, or rather what this post is called is, "This is all I have, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield leak by Ian Herning. That's what it sounds like. I mean, it looks like Swedish to me. Jorning, I guess, if you're doing it in English. I don't know. Either way, if you think this is bait, just wait. So the first point he says here: the legends are offensive steel dragon type Wyrm, or is he thinking of like a wyvern? Like, is he thinking of a wyvern, or is he like, did he misspell like something, or is Wyrm something else, like some animal I don't know of, or some creature I don't know of? No, it is actually a thing. A Wyrm is like a serpent almost looking thing. It's like a little it's like a dragon-esque type looking thing, but it looks more... It's kind of hard to find an actual image here, or like a proper one, but it's almost like a snaky looking thing, which is kind of interesting, because it matches up with the old, that thing that everybody's calling a leak at the moment, which is the one about the armored Pokemon, so it kind of matches up with that. Is a man modified. It isn't clear if the upgrade was recent or ancient. Okay. And a defensive grass fairy horse/unicorn thing with 8 legs. Okay, that actually sounds... pretty insane. I don't know, would they really go that far? I mean, the only Pokemon I can think of with that many arms would probably be like Hoopa Unbound, right? And I think Hoopa Unbound is the only like Pokemon I can think of that actually goes that insane in terms of like, having several arms and several rather limbs and whatnot. So that could be what they're talking about, kind of similar thing going on right there. Now, number 2 here is the starters will have their own special moves they learn after evolving. So I'm not sure what that even implies, like specific moves that they can only learn, or, I mean, is that all it is? Sounds a little bit strange. Number 3 here, there will be a third legendary, a giant fire-ice type 2-headed wolf that will be more relevant to the plot than the actual box legends, although this will supposedly be the balanced Pokemon. The typing just makes it into a bigger glass cannon than the actual offensive legend. So that's interesting, right? So we have 2 legendaries here is what he suggested, which is one is the steel dragon type Wyrm, which would be kind of like a slippery, like a snake, which would make sense with the old rumor we saw. We had that armored Pokemon rumor which came out. That one suggests I mean, something within the similar realm here. And then we have like this part down here kind of like matching up with that, and the grass fairy horse/unicorn thing with 8 legs. I mean, 8 legs is just too many for a horse, man. The design is going to look pretty awful if it's going to have 8 legs, 4 on each side. That just, in my head, I mean, if I try to search up an image of like 8-legged horse, like, 8-legged horse, it just looks fucked up, dude. It looks wrong, almost. But I guess it could make sense with like some ancient, supernatural, creature or whatever. You got the Sleipnir here. Sleipnir is a 8-legged horse with supernatural strength that belong to the god Odin. So this would make sense with the mythology we have, and we can see it right here, guys. This would make sense with the mythology we currently have when it comes to, the Pokemon. So here's, for example, this one. Let's read about what this actually has to say here. A Sutherland, ancientpages.com, writing into a battle, Odin was always accompanied by Sleipnir, or Sleipnir, an amazing 8-legged horse of supernatural strength. Odin has also other constant companions, namely 2 wolves, Geri, which is greed, and Freki, ravenous, and 2 ravens, Munin, memory, and Hugin, thought, ever present on the god's shoulder. Now, here's what's interesting, guys. If you don't remember this, Solgaleo and Lunala, I think, are actually hunted, the sun and the moon, right? Or not the Solgaleo and Lunala, but the sun and the moon, I think, are actually hunted by Geri and Freki. I think Geri and Freki actually, hunt the sun and the moon. But I think, actually, if it isn't Geri and Freki that hunt the sun and the moon, then it's I think the the children of Fenrir. And Fenrir is like the son of, I think, Loki, right? From Norse mythology. And another thing that should be added there is also that the legendaries from X and Y, which have a direct connection with these legendaries, with this, region, the Kalos legendaries, like Ilvedal, Xerneas, and Zygarde, those are all based on Norse mythology, right? By being the serpent of the world or whatever, being Zygarde, and Xerneas being, I think in like the middle, with nature and all that, and Ilvedal, like, kind of soaring in the sky. It's all based on Norse mythology. So in all honesty, I feel like that rumor is starting to become more and more akin to a leak. You know what I mean? And more akin to like actually being a proper leak nowadays. So I'm a little bit, torn about this. Like, is this really like turning into more of a leak? Because this is actually right here. This information seems to make a lot more sense now. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to feel this. And I would love to know what your opinions are on that, though. But either way, let's continue to the next part here, though. So there will be a third legendary, which we kind of just read through about that. All of this will be supposedly the balanced Pokemon. Fair enough. Then 4, the game will be semi-open world in some parts. Look at the map. And that's something we can already establish. I think I've seen a bunch of people talk about this already, that the world looks to be somewhat open worldish in certain areas. Not the whole world, but it seems like you'll be able to choose kind of where you want to go for certain gyms, at least to some extent. I mean, not 100%, but you'll be able to at least choose your journey a little bit more than in previous Pokemon games. And that seems to be actually pretty awesome. And he says here, yellow, gray, white in whatever order, green in whatever order, pink. And I think he actually left a map here, but, with different tags maybe on it, but I can't really see it because this was also, the post was taken down, by the way. The 4chan post was taken down, so you can't even check that. We'll continue here with 4.2 here. The orange area is fully explorable, and you can take it on in whatever pace you like. And I guess orange area, like, I guess that's like the area down here, like this area of the map. I feel like I can slightly see the line here that he made. So this area right here, I mean, the middle of the map, should be explorable pretty, simply. I mean, you guys can't probably see it because of my face cam, but it's, kind of hard to really tell from the actual small map here. Because, again, the post has been deleted, so I don't know what to really say about it. But it seems like the middle area, which we've already kind of talked about, and I'll do a separate video about the subject in general, seems explorable. Galar, and then 4.3 here. Galar is divided into 3 sub-regions. Former kingdoms, blue, red, and yellow. And then 4.4 here. The big cities, dark blue, and all their own specific themes. First one is steampunky. Second one is medievally. And the last one is both Edwardian/interwar and modern. The cities are all largely open world. Fair enough. And number 5 here. There will be quests, about 100, in the white and green gym sections. You'll have to complete specific ones before changing the gym leader. Fair enough. This actually seems like really cool. Now, number 6 area. Instead of collecting Zygarde codes, you'll be collecting Meltans. See, this is something I wouldn't want to do, right? And I feel like it would they really go this path once again? Would they really go down this, like, route once more? Because they've already kind of done this in the past. So would they really jump down this rabbit hole once again with something like this, collecting little cores and stuff, but instead of collecting cores, we're collecting Meltans? I mean, I don't know, man. It's a little bit strange, but who knows? And then 6.1 here. After beating Melmetal, you'll get access to armored evolutions. A select group of Pokemon can evolve into a region variant with the correct item. Okay, that's interesting. 7. The middle city has a Pokemon World Tournament arena, hence why there is no gym. Okay, fair enough. The World Tournament, the middle city has, that makes no sense. Because the middle city does actually have a gym in it, if you look at the trailer. So I think this guy might have a little bit, I mean, you're starting to waver, buddy. But the World Tournament, just like gyms, Elite Four, and specific battles, has a moral system, which is specific move/move combos give you a stat boost or lower the opponent's stats. This can be turned on in competitive battles. I believe Loxton correctly predicted this. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but I guess Loxton did a video on it, probably. There will be a special open world after game or post game island based on the Isle of Man, which would make sense because that's been brought up several times and it matches up properly with the the map from the calendar and the original Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee rumors and all that. So it makes a lot of sense. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to say though, this makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, again, if we look back and right here at like what we said about Odin being the fact that he literally had a horse he rode on like this, the fact that he had 2 wolves, Geri and Freki, which could also be like the 2 combined wolves, or they made like 1 wolf out of all of them into a single legendary there, which he mentioned, or they can split apart from each other and maybe they're fused together. Who knows? I mean, he didn't give us like a full set of like breakdowns of exactly all about these things, but it seems reasonable in terms of like general information. He also says that the festival horses are never tired, Sleipnir, could carry Odin through the sky, over lands and seas, and to one of the 9 worlds, Helheim, and the abode of the dead and back. Sleipnir accompanied Odin wherever he went. When Baldur died, Odin's son Hermod rode Sleipnir to the death goddess Hel to try and gain his brother back to the world of the living. But how did this marvelous creature come to existence? Sleipnir was born under some very special circumstances. The horse was an extraordinary offspring of a stallion, Svadilfari, the trickster of Asgard, Loki, who shape-shifted into a Mar, to give birth into a magical Sleipnir. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, overall, if I'm gonna break it down, like in my honest, like fair opinion, this is like one of the most interesting ones. It matches up well with the armored evolution rumor, and like together, this seems to be like potentially, potentially a leak here. I mean, I don't know, man. This could be actually pretty interesting. And it was deleted, by the way. It was fully removed from 4chan, which is very strange. Not sure if the user was banned or not, if he just deleted himself. No clue, but the actual post is gone now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on this? What are your opinions? I would love to know your opinions, guys. So, either way, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, then drop a like down below. Thank you so much for watching. Before we end the video, guys, here, I just want to quickly give a little bit of a plug to our shirt designs that are still on sale. We're also going to have some brand new ones coming in, hopefully soon. Some other new designs and all that, but we have them right here. Just want to quickly plug right there, guys. So we have these, and we also have the ones on, like this, but we also have Team Shield, which you guys can check out. Link in the description all down below, all that sort of stuff. Either way, it's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, then drop a like down below, and I will catch you all in the next video, ladies and gentlemen, and bye-bye.